Hello everyone and welcome back to another math video. Today we're going to be talking about special right triangles, so the 45, 45, 90, the 30, 60, 90, how to find missing side lengths, so similar to the problems you see up on the screen here. Just a reminder, this is the normal version. If you want the speedrun version, where we go through pretty quickly, I'll link that in the description below. For your Ricasso Recap, you should already know how to do radicals and fractions and rationalize the denominator. You should know how to solve equations, and you should know how to label special right triangles. Okay, if you want reviews on any of these three topics, there will be videos in the description below. Please go watch those before you start this lesson. All right, new lesson starts now. Here we go. So what I've done here are 45, 45, 90 degree triangles, and I have given you the answers here at the bottom, okay? And what I'd like for you to do is to pause the video and see if you can find a pattern between all of these answers, okay? And when you're done, you can unpause the video and we will check your answers. Okay, now that you've had time to work these problems, let's talk about it. So what you should have noticed right off the bat, in a 45, 45, 90 degree triangle, A is always equal to B. Okay, B is equal to A is equal to B, they're the same length. And C, the hypotenuse, is always equal to A square root of 2, right? There's always this square root of 2 in the C. And you could also say C is equal to B squared of 2, but generally we put A square root of 2. Now, we're going to use those formulas, okay? So I have them on the next slide. Here we go. So here's our two formulas. All right, let's see if we can find some missing side lengths here. So in this triangle, I would always suggest labeling A, B, and C first. So this is A, this is B, this is C. You should know how to do that already. That we know that A and B are the same, so that means this is 10. And for C, okay, C is equal to A squared of 2. Well, I know what A is, so let's replace the A with 10. And so C is 10 square root of 2, and this triangle is completed. We know all the sides. Now over here, you'll notice that they give you a letter already. They give you an S. My suggestion, just ignore it for now, and just label it A, B, and C like normal. So this is A, B, and C. In this one, they give us C. So we know that C is equal to the square root of 6. We're trying to find B because that's the missing letter here. So how do we find B? Well, I know that C is equal to A square root of 2. And I know that C is the square root of 6. So now I've got the square root of 6 equals A square root of 2. We know, okay, I need to divide by the square root of 2 on both sides. That means that A is going to be equal to square root of 6 divided by square root of 2. You just do 6 divided by 2, leave the square root. And so we get A is equal to square root of 3. So this is square root of 3, and this is square root of 3. All right, here's our cool clock for today, which means that it's time for you to practice what you just learned. Go ahead and pause the video and try these two problems on your own. And when you're ready, you can unpause the video and we'll check your answers. Okay, now that you've had time to work these problems, let's check your solutions. Okay, for the first problem, should have been getting that A and B are both 9. Here is the work. You could have also looked at this and said, oh, C is equal to A squared of 2, so whatever number is next to the square root of 2 must also be A and B. Either way works. And for the second problem, should have been getting C equals 2. Here is the work. All right, same deal. Here is a 30, 60, 90 triangle. I've given you all the answers. Let's see, pause the video, see if you can find some patterns. Okay, now that you've had time to work these problems, let's check what pattern you came up with. All right, so maybe the easiest one is to look at A and C, okay? If you look at A and C, in all of these, it's double, right? So C is always equal to 2 times A. C is always equal to 2 times A. The other pattern is that your B value is always equal to A square root of 3. Okay, so this number A always goes in front of the square root of 3. That's your B. So here are our two formulas that we're going to use. So I've got them on the next slide. Here they are. So let's try some problems. Again, label A, B, and C. So we should know how to do that. This is A, this is B, this is C. We're trying to get to C. They give us B. So from B, they give us B. We're going to find A, and then we're going to find C. That's the game plan. So b is equal to a square root of 3. I know that b is 6 square root of 3 equals a square root of 3. Divide by square root of 3 on both sides. And we get that a is equal to 6. Cool, we know what a is. Now we can get to c because I know that c is always 2 times a. So c is equal to 2 times 6, which means that c is equal to 12 in this triangle. Okay, and we found a was 6. For the second triangle, let's see what happens. They give us b again, and I guess we're trying to find c. So same game plan. We know b, we're trying to find c. So let's start with this. b equals a squared of 3. So 3 square root of 6 equals a square root of 3. Divide by square root of 3 on both sides. And we're going to get a is equal to 3 square root of 2. All right, 3 square root of 2. And now we just do 2 times a. Oops, I'm out of space here. Let's clean this up. c is equal to 2a. Therefore, c is equal to 2 times 3 square root of 2. So c is equal to 6 square root of 2. All right, time to practice. Go ahead and pause the video and try these two problems on your own. And when you're ready, you can unpause the video and we'll check your answers. Okay, now that you've had time to work these problems, let's check your solutions. Okay, for the first problem here is the work. You should have gotten b, or d in this case, is 2 squared of 6. And for the second problem here is the work. You should have gotten a is equal to the square root of 2. All right, that is it for today. I hope you all have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.